Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be looking at the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Jango Fett. Now this is part of the latest wave and it's a figure that I've been really looking forward to ever since I got the two versions of Boba Fett. I actually used to have a small 5-inch version of this, and it had like the flame effect and everything, and unfortunately you don't get that sort of thing with this. It also had a magnetically attached head so that you could kind of replicate him being decapitated. But what's awesome with this, the fact that you do have that removable helmet, means that in a way you do have a decapitated head there. So flipping the box round to the back, we can see it's number 15 in the line, and we have a small bio right there in a few different languages. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here we have the one and only Jango Fett out of the packaging, and in a couple of ways this figure does disappoint me in comparison to that Boba Fett figure, but overall I do actually like them equally, and that is as figures, not as the characters. So first off, let's take a look at the accessories. He comes with his two signature pistols right here. Just look at how amazingly that trigger finger fits. It's just so awesome. They're really easy to fit in and out, and it's just really nice. They are very rubbery. As you can see, mine slightly bends to one side. That's literally how rubbery they are. Look at that. So it's very easy to put back in place. Has a little bit of color on the grip there, and just look at that design of that gun. It looks so cool. It does fit in the holster very well. Obviously they both fit in both sides. It's very snug, it ain't gonna fall out. It's a nice friction fit, because that's also a kind of rubbery piece right there, and that looks really nice. He also comes with a removable helmet. Whilst I'm on the kind of thought of the helmet right here, this is an accurate looking Boba Fett and Jango Fett helmet. As you can see, the antenna is thicker on this one, simply so that you don't tear it off, because it is a bit more of a pliable plastic so that it fits over the head better. So I'm perfectly fine with that. What I'm not fine with, and one of the disappointing things, is the placement of this battle damage right here. Here is right smack bang in the center of the head right there. So as you can see, it should be more forward, and it's also not detailed. It's just like a little dimple, as if it's been pushed in, whereas here it actually is rough around the edges, and it also has a bit of paint app on there too. Now this does have battle damage on it. It has some weathering, and it does look really nice, this wash that's just been allowed to dry on the surface of the figure. It really does look fantastic and make it look like he's been battling a few times, and also been in the dirty rain on Kamino, which looks really cool. I really like the effect, so it's not just a super shiny chrome Mandalorian armor, so I really do like that. But I just definitely think that if this battle damage piece was just forward and looked a bit better and had some of this darker wash in it, it would look so damn awesome. As it is being there, it's just kind of like, meh, it's kind of accurate-ish, I guess, that they tried, but yeah, not all that great. So obviously it does remove, and look at that for an awesome Jango Fett likeness. That just looks so fantastic. I have no idea what the actor's name is off the top of my head, but it's absolutely fantastic. Probably the best Star Wars The Black Series of any scale in terms of movie accuracy there. That looks absolutely amazing. Eyes are done superbly, eyebrows are done really well. Everything is just, it's perfect. Honestly, it is perfect. Obviously, you can get some great poses with him holding his helmet there and everything as well, so I really do like that. The jetpack, as you can see, it is different. I mean, this armor is based off of this one. It's not just the exact same armor, so there are differences here and there. The jetpack being one of them, obviously, it's one of the biggest ones. In the movie, he does actually have this rocket in, and he fires it at Obi-Wan during the duel. Obviously here you can see that he's just got the standard jetpack top. I guess they just put that on when they don't have the missile in, so that it's aerodynamic and covers up the big hole. Would have been really nice if we had one of these and we could attach it. The jetpack is removable, and it fits in very well, very nice and snug. This peg is actually, if I don't drop it, this peg is actually larger than the one on the Boba Fett figure. If I go ahead and take that off. So it cannot fit on there, but this one, if you rest it in place, will fit. So you could go ahead and repaint that, and then you have the missile on there if you really want to. As for the rest of the details of the figure, I'll just go over the differences really. As you can see, some aspects of the figure look very similar, and then some don't. So as you can see, move down here, he has a different side to this forearm piece. He has some wires here, whereas Boba Fett has them on this side, and Jango has two right there. He only has the one. Coming down, obviously we've got different pouches and different holsters. The knee pads are extremely similar, but you know there are a couple of minor differences there. And this guy has the shin pads, which I do like the look of more, and I like these boots a lot more than these things. And this guy has the shoulder pads as well, which does not hinder articulation, because as you can see, they do fit underneath the suit right there. So head articulation, it looks up, down, left, and right. It's obviously the same with the helmet on. Arms come out to the side, go all the way around. Rotation just above the elbow, and then you get rotation at the elbow as well, so that rotates with the little ropes there, those wires, whereas if you rotate this piece, they do not move. So I'd obviously much more recommend using that one than that one. You do get a bend at the elbow. It does stress the wires a little bit when it gets all the way, but it cannot go any further than that, so that's perfectly fine. And then you also get another rotation at that side of the joint, rotation at the wrist, and then an in and out at the wrist, and both hands are the same. Ball jointed waist right here, so he moves left and right, and then forward and back the tiniest of amounts, and then side to side even little. It's really not all that great. Boba Fett might actually have a tiny little bit more than this guy. As for the legs, the holsters do not hinder articulation at all, so they come out to the side, forward and back, rotate right here. Love how that armor piece rotates with them. Double jointed knees. The feet do not go up, but they do go down, and we have a really nice ankle pivot right there. So overall articulation, you know, it's a little less than your standard Black Series figure, mostly in that whole waist area. Other than that, really nice figure. Obviously you get the whole removable helmet aspect, which again, size wise for it, as you can see from the front, it doesn't look all that bad at all. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. From the side, it doesn't look all that bad, but then when you put it next to Boba right here, you can see it is quite oversized to fit over the front of the face right there. And there is a tiny bit of a gap, so it would have been nice if it was a little bit smaller, but they couldn't really get away with it being much smaller, you know, because it is a tight fit as it is. So there's not really much they could have done, because you'd start marking up the face if it was really tight. It's an absolutely fantastic figure. If you're into Jango Fett, then this is the best one ever made, in my opinion. Obviously, there are better looking, you know, statues, and you know, if there's Hot Toys and whatnot, then they're obviously much better. But in the price range of an action figure that not only can you collect, not only does it have great articulation so that you can play with it, but it also looks fantastic on display. Definitely think that this is the best Jango Fett out there. So yes, as you can see, it does have a couple of limitations. But for the most part, it is absolutely fantastic, and I definitely 100% recommend that you pick this thing up if you are into Jango Fett. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below. I will be getting through the rest of this wave very soon. The next figure coming up will be Finn. And for more Star Wars reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.